take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the hydrating one. And I'm just going to prime my eyelids with this. Y'all, I just did a whole nother eye look and I hated how it was coming out. So we're here doing my signature soft glam. And I needed to do an updated foundation routine and all that for you guys anyway. So now I'm gonna go into my Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place. And this palette is so versatile. Like, I use it for bronzing. Y'all gonna see all that. But anyways, I'm gonna just take this shade right here. It's called Yoded. And I'm gonna take my M433 Morphe brush. And I'm gonna just go in and blend this on the crease. And just take a little and build it up as you go. Honestly, this eye look goes with everything. Everything. Okay? And you see, I'm holding it all the way at the end because I don't want this color to be so harsh because this is just the transition shade. So just hold it very lightly. I'm going to go with a different brush and I'm going to take that brown shade right next to it. This is another M433 but just a cleaner brush. And I'm just going to take that right below the transition shade in the middle of the crease and then to the outer crease. Take a clean brush and just blend everything that I just did out. And this is a M441. Now I'm going to just go with this fluffy brush and I'm going to take some concealer again. And I'm just going to tap this all over. This is not going to be cut crease. So this part, we literally could just put it all over our crease. I mean, not our crease, our lid. We can just put this all over our lid. And it does not have to be all neat. You can literally just place it on. Already getting that nude effect. I like going in with the Warrior palette. So the Warrior 2 and the Warrior palette are the two main palettes that I'm using here. And I like taking this nude shade. This nude shade is so good, okay? So good for the soft glam. And I literally just pack this all over where I just put that concealer. You take a fluffy brush like this, you get that effect. Now I'm going to go back in with that light brown shade that we took earlier. And I'm just going to blend the outer V area right here into that nude. Just so we could get a nice transition. So you could take it even higher if you want, like more closer. But I usually just like to go back and forth on this part until I get like that desired look that I'm looking for, or that this is a big one that my clients like too. So yeah. And then I'm just gonna lightly dust over, like literally barely touching my eyelid. Dust that brush with the brown. I did not dip back into the palette. I'm just taking whatever is left on my brush and I'm just lightly blending. So if the nude got too far up, this is a great way to bring in that warmth and to lower that nude. If I ever need to, I will go back in with that dark brown just to blend everything together. I am gonna do a wing line because I love doing wing lines with like these soft glams. It's gonna line my eyes, and I am taking my Wet n Wild liner. Simple, 1, 2, 3. I am just gonna take some concealer over here just to make sure my wing liner is super sharp. Now I'm gonna take my prime, my e.l.f. Prime Putty. I love this primer. I use it on my clients. Just gonna make sure to rub this into my skin. Foundations I like to use is Nars. Y'all know I did a Nars review, and I finally found out that I needed to add moorea inside. So I'm taking moorea and macao. I swear by these. These do it. These do it for me. And I'm just gonna take the moorea inside. And a little goes a long way, so I'm gonna stop that right there. And then I'm gonna take macao for the outside. My forehead. I always like my forehead to be darker than anything. So now I'm gonna take this beauty sponge that I got from Amazon. Y'all know I usually take my Real Techniques, but I can't find it. I think I lost it. So yeah, we're just gonna blend this together. It looks weird in front of these lights, but once I contour and everything, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm just take this contour stick, and this is from Juvia's place. And this is in the shade Zambia. And when I contour, I like to give myself a spray with the Morphe Setting Mist. Taking this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Look at the warmth coming back into my skin. Everything is gonna blend well. Don't worry, honeys. I love contouring with this stick. Like, it's so buttery. So I'm gonna take my Fawn LA Girls concealer. This is in the shade Fawn. I just said that. I'm going to put this shade closer to my skin to conceal. And then I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer again in the shade Tan Neutral. And we're gonna put that on the inner and the outer parts of my eye. Down my nose, forehead, and the corners of my mouth. Hey, thumbnail. I blend this out using the Real Techniques setting brush and my sponge. So I just like to blend this part out first, because sometimes if you let it sit, you can see it like just sitting there, and that's not cute. And then I like to blend out the edges of my concealer first, and then work my way up. It just gives it a gradient, flawless finish, I feel. And I just like to bounce back and forth to blend out this under eye. So after I blend that out, I just like to take a little bit more concealer here in the beginning to just brighten this back up. Then I'm gonna take my Sacha Buttercup powder to blend. I meant to set underneath the eyes. And what do you guys think is better, the Sacha Buttercup powder or the Laura Mercier? Like, I've never tried the Laura Mercier, and I think I want to give it a try, so let me know, y'all. Okay, so then I'm just going to press this powder under the eyes. I am just going to let it bake, like right in the beginning right here. So everywhere else I like to press it in. In the beginning, I just like for it to sit sometimes, just so we can get that brighter effect going on. And I'm going to press this into the beginning of my brows, forehead, and down the bridge of my nose. And I like to take it on my smile lines and press that in. Now I'm going to bronze up my face. And look at y'all. Y'all was nervous at first. Y'all was nervous when y'all seen that foundation. Y'all was nervous. Now look at me. I'm going to take this this Luxie tapered brush. I'm going to go back in with my Juvia's Place palette. And I'm going to take that brown shade again. And we are going to bronze up the face with that shade. This is like the perfect shade. I love this shade. Sometimes I take the shade next to it, but not always. And I really like to go into those brows. Now we can get ready to dust off this powder that we have sitting. Now I'm going to go back in to this palette because I love the pink shade for blush. Like, it's so cute. So now I'm going to just take this fiber powder brush to put this on. And this is very pigmented, so oh, I got a tickle. So be careful. But I tend to put on more blush these days because I noticed that blush sometimes comes off the quickest. So now I'm just go ahead and spray my face. You literally want to feel like you're drowning, okay? That's key. Let's start there. That's key. If you not feel like you're drowning, you didn't put enough sediments on. After I do that, then I tend to put on my mascara. I'm going to touch up that nude that we put on. So I'm touching up the nude. And then I'm going to go in with my mascara. And just look at that. Like, I know y'all see the difference. I just feel like the last final touches is very important. I take my Sephora Micro Smooth powder and place this all over. We're just going to do it lightly under the eyes because we don't want to take away from the brightening effect. But yeah, to blend everything out, we are just going to pat that all over. I'm going to take the mascara on my bottom lashes. I make sure to do this step last because I don't want mascara to smudge. I actually do not like wearing highlighter anymore. So if you want to do that, you could put on highlighter. But yeah, you could just stop right here. I don't know why I'm not putting on highlighter like that anymore. But yeah, I just find like this does it for me. Now I'm going to take my ColourPop liner in BFF3. I usually would take my Morphe's Trendsetter, but girl, I don't know which purse it's in right now, so I'll take this MAC's Antique Velvet. I'm gonna take this L'Oreal matte lipstick in Cadenia. I haven't used this in so long, but this is definitely a fave of mine. I'm gonna take Urban Decay's Midnight Cowboy. Glossy lips are my go-to. Like, then I'm gonna take my brown again. And at this point, you could take any setting spray you would like. This is my updated go-to foundation routine. The eyes and everything. This is a look that I tend to go for every single time because it never misses. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other videos you would like to see from me, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, my loves.